Imagine this: NASA scientists sitting in their dimly lit control room, staring at the latest high-resolution images sent back by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, when suddenly their screens reveal something so unexpected, so mysterious, that for a few moments no one utters a single word, because what lies before their eyes doesn't look like just another Martian rock formation or random mountain, but instead a structure so perfectly geometric, so sharply defined, that it seems almost impossible to believe it is natural. And as the camera zooms closer, it becomes clearer and clearer, a pyramid-like structure standing tall in the barren red landscape of Mars, its shadow stretching across the dust like a silent guardian of some ancient secret. And this discovery, though hidden from the public for years, is finally beginning to leak into whispers and theories that could rewrite not just our understanding of Mars, but of human history itself. Because if this pyramid truly exists, then it raises one chilling question: who built it and why? Some researchers suggest it could be the remnants of an ancient Martian civilization, long extinct, wiped out by cosmic disaster or their own mistakes, leaving behind monuments that hint at their once great existence, while others propose an even more astonishing theory that this pyramid may not be Martian at all, but evidence of ancient visitors from beyond our solar system, who might have left markers or structures on Mars as they once traveled across the cosmos. And the more you study the shape, the more undeniable it becomes that this is not some random pile of rocks, because its sides align eerily with cardinal directions, just like the Great Pyramids of Egypt, making one wonder if there is some hidden connection between Earth's most mysterious monuments and this newly discovered Martian structure. And if so, could it mean that ancient humans were not alone in their architectural genius, but perhaps influenced or even guided by beings far more advanced? NASA, of course, has stayed largely silent, releasing only carefully worded statements calling it an unusual geological formation. But behind closed doors, leaked reports suggest that scientists have been conducting scans of the area using ground-penetrating radar, which have revealed hollow chambers beneath the surface. Chambers that could contain artifacts, machinery, or knowledge left behind for whoever might one day reach Mars. And this is where the mystery deepens further, because, according to insiders, when NASA enhanced the imaging data, they found strange carvings or markings near the base of the pyramid. Symbols that don't match any known natural erosion patterns and appear strikingly similar to ancient hieroglyphics found in Egypt, leading some to theorize that humanity's earliest civilizations may have shared a cosmic connection with Mars. A shared story written not just in stone on Earth, but in the dust of another world. And if that isn't enough to shake the very core of what we believe about our past, imagine this. What if Mars was once a thriving planet, with oceans, rivers, and civilizations that thrived under its sky, and the pyramid is the last surviving evidence of that forgotten age, standing alone in the desert, waiting to be rediscovered, its secrets locked away until the day mankind is ready to face the truth. A truth that may prove we are not the first, and certainly not the only, intelligent beings to walk these worlds, but rather part of a much greater cosmic story that began long before Earth was even capable of supporting life. And as this revelation unfolds, one thing becomes clear. The red planet is not as silent as we once believed. It is whispering its secrets through its monuments, and perhaps, just perhaps, this pyramid is only the beginning of what Mars has been hiding all along. And as those words echoed through the mission logs and bounced across control rooms, filled with tense engineers and wide-eyed scientists, the mystery seemed to deepen rather than resolve, because what at first appeared to be just another strange rock formation quickly started to unravel into something that defied both geological logic and the long-held assumptions of Mars as a barren, lifeless planet. For this structure wasn't just randomly formed by the winds of dust storms or the slow erosion of red sand, it bore the uncanny precision of design. With edges too straight, angles too perfect, and a looming geometry that whispered of intelligence, almost as if an architect from some forgotten age had once walked upon the Martian soil and carved their legacy into stone. A legacy now silently waiting beneath the orange skies, and the images streaming back from the rover showed details that could not easily be dismissed, like symmetrical carvings etched faintly into the weathered surface, patterns that aligned with celestial coordinates, strange shadowy entrances partially buried under layers of dust, and even something that looked disturbingly like stairs climbing one side of the pyramid. And as scientists pored over the data, arguments erupted. Was it just another case of pareidolia, the human brain desperately trying to find order in chaos? Or was this undeniable proof that Mars once harbored a civilization, a truth that humanity had been unprepared to face for centuries? Because if this structure was real, if it had been deliberately built, then the question wasn't just who built it, but when, why, and most haunting of all, what happened to them. And some theorized that this pyramid might not be a monument at all, but rather a warning, a beacon, or even a tomb, perhaps containing relics or secrets too dangerous for mankind to uncover. Yet the deeper NASA dug into the imagery, the stranger things became. Because instruments began to detect anomalies around the structure's small but measurable energy signatures, electromagnetic fluctuations, and even faint radiation pulses that didn't match any known natural source on Mars, as though the pyramid was still active in some way, still humming faintly with the echoes of technology so advanced it could survive eons untouched. And whispers began to spread through closed circles of astronomers and exoarchaeologists that maybe, just maybe, Mars wasn't simply a world abandoned by time, but a world deliberately erased, its history hidden beneath dust and silence, its secrets buried too deep for casual discovery. And what unsettled the scientists most was the realization that the pyramid's dimensions seemed eerily familiar, almost as if they mirrored structures here on Earth, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, sharing ratios and alignments that connected across worlds, raising the unsettling possibility that humanity's most ancient mysteries were never confined to Earth at all, but part of a cosmic design stretching far beyond our skies. And while official NASA press releases downplayed the discovery as interesting geological formations, behind closed doors the debate turned into obsession, because the rover wasn't just taking photographs anymore, it was beginning to transmit data showing that beneath the pyramid there seemed to be hollow chambers, vast spaces carved into the Martian crust, too symmetrical, too exact to be natural caves. And some speculated they might be burial chambers or vaults, while others feared they could be something far more dangerous. And the world outside NASA had no clue, but inside those secret halls, the scientists knew they were on the brink of something that could rewrite not just history, but humanity's entire understanding of its place in the universe, because Mars had been hiding all along, and now it was beginning to reveal itself in ways no one was prepared for. Asterisk.